night. While the world around me begins to settle down, a different side of the African bush begins to reveal itself. As the last light disappears, the insects begin their songs. The shadows stretch across the landscape, and the hidden creatures of the night begin to wander. Today, I'm taking you through my evening routine, which is a little different from most. Living in the bush means bedtime comes with a few unexpected sounds, occasionally scary neighbors, and sometimes a very noisy troop of rather lively baboons. They seem to forget that everyone else is trying to sleep. Welcome to the bush after dark. Hello everybody and welcome to another video. I've been wanting to film one of these for quite a while now, and I feel like you can already tell from the lighting that it's quite late already. But the thing is, my actual night routine really isn't that unique. I wouldn't say it's very different to most teenage girls out there, but what I really wanted to showcase with this video is mainly what goes on outside while I go on about my daily routine. We've got so many cool nocturnal animals that I can't wait to show you, but I think the first thing I'm going to start with is by going on a little afternoon stroll with my mom to the river, because I realized I haven't really shown you guys much of the river from actually outside of the camp. The thing is, we really don't go out that often, mainly for safety reasons. I mean, just this afternoon we were busy watching elephants wallowing in the mud, so hopefully those guys aren't still around. But yeah, I think we're gonna start with that and then we'll move on to some of the other stuff. I hope you guys enjoy this video.
Are you sure they're gone?
I mean, I didn't see them anyway.
Hey Kayla, I hear oxpeckers. I don't know if it's a good idea to go out now. Okay, don't go far in. No, there's oxpeckers right here. No, not from the elephants. I reckon it's buffalo.
Yeah.
Oh my heck.
What? Look here. Every single time we come here, this weighs even more. Like it's making its way to the fence. Yeah. And look, here's a print. It's kind of an old one, but this is the size of an elephant's foot. I'm going to put both of my hands in it. And you can also kind of see like the wrinkles in the feet. That's really cool. But this is one of their favorite spots to wallow. And it's making its way really close to the fence, so I'm not sure how we're gonna fix this whole situation. This is very old. I can't believe how high the river still is. It's hard to imagine this was a raging river a few months ago. Now at this time of the year, it's definitely subsided quite a bit.
Yeah, it's a trickle.
Look at those tadpoles! There were some frog eggs here the other day and they were so cool. But I don't see any now. It looks like they've all hatched. Ooh, I got one. Sorry about that. Pick it up. The one time I tried to grow frogs in the bathtub, Mom was not very happy. Do you remember that?
I do indeed.
They did get pretty big though.
Okay, you're going a bit far now. You know there was a leopard here this morning as well, eh? Must be your brother's print.
And that almost looks like an aardvark. I know it's not, but their tracks do look like that. They're like,
oh, there's warthog, like impala here.
Yeah,
old leopard tracks. Yeah, let's go.
The other day we also had some rhino. I'm just gonna wash my hands with them.
Kayla, it's getting a bit late. Let's go, my babe.
I'm gonna start making dinner now. I'm making traditional food. It's gonna be Pop and Chuck. Oh no, not Pop. Sam.
Alrighty.
There's often like a wasp nest in there.
Yeah, so in the beginning, before you do that,
Okay, so now I'm going to make dinner. So I decided to keep things interesting that I would make a traditional South African dish. So I'm going to be cooking samp, which is basically just maize kernels that have had their husks removed and then are slightly crushed. I really like it. It's got like a slightly chewy, soft texture when it's cooked. It takes absolutely forever. Well, I've never actually made it before, and I was supposed to soak this overnight, which I did not do, but apparently if I cook it in the pressure cooker, it won't take hours and hours and hours, and it will hopefully be done in time. And then along with that, I'm going to be making chuck, which I'm pretty sure is also a South African term. It's basically just stewing beef, so I'm going to be making a beef stew to go along with this. Usually I would pair that with pup, and that was originally my plan, but we don't have any in the house, so I'll save that for another video because that's also another traditional South African dish. So I'm going to start by cooking this now, otherwise we're going to eat at midnight. I should probably also mention that I have only ever used the pressure cooker once, and that was to cook a stew, and there's a designated stew button. There isn't, however, a samp button, obviously, although there is a yogurt button, so maybe that's not so obvious. But I'm currently watching the civet outside right now. I'm telling you, that animal does not know that she's supposed to be nocturnal. Civvy, what are you doing? She literally just walks around in broad daylight, which is very out of character for them. That is definitely not normal. Anyway, I think I'm going to start by searing the beef now. I just love watching the animals while I'm cooking. Not gonna lie, they are kind of a bit of a distraction. 1 minute I'll see the civet, the next Archibald will go and sit out there. If you don't know who Archibald is, he is the only baboon in camp that's not scared of us and has recently figured out how to open all of the dustbins, so we have been waking up to rubbish all over the camp. But that's only when someone forgets to lock the dustbins, because we've got these special locks on them specifically for that reason.
Space to spend something around
Look who else just came to visit. He literally just tried to open the dustbin. Anyway, so the samp has just come out of the pressure cooker, so I'm going to check and see if it's done, although I'm kind of skeptical. It's kind of hot. Oh, it's cooked. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to put the stew in here, and while this is cooking, I'm going to head over to the lodge and just help out a bit there. What are you doing? No, you can't take that through the window. So this is what it looks like, in case you were wondering. I just wanted to show you guys the texture. Okay, so now I'm going to put this banana out for the little bush babies that live in our roof. They are so cute and they love bananas so much, so I think they're really going to enjoy this. So while that's cooking, I'm just going to head to the lodge to help out with a few things. The lighting is so pretty right now. So So, I go up to the lodge every now and then, only when I really have the time just to help out a bit. Today I was helping set the table for some of the guests that were about to arrive. Sometimes they sit outside and other times they sit in the boma. And then one of the staff members showed me how to fold the serviette in a special way that looks like a bird, and it's actually surprisingly easy, and I think it looks really cool. It's like origami. Now that I think about it, I was never really good at that. That's it. It's not that bad. Maybe the next one will be better. Because bushwallows make everything better. And then all that's left to do is for them to light the candles, but we'll do that when the guests arrive. The baboons have just started to come in. They roost here every single night. There are a few more over there. I'm going to see how close I can get without them running away, because they are kind of skittish, but I guess that is a characteristic you kind of do want in a baboon. No, don't run. I just want to film you. Well, there they go. They'll come and roost in the trees just at the bottom of the garden pretty soon though. There's another one. And there goes the sun. So I think I'm gonna head back in and finish dinner now. So you're probably wondering, what on earth am I doing sitting outside on some random cold winter's night? Well, I am hoping that the civet will pay me a visit because she's really tame and very curious. I have done this before and she actually came really close to me, and it was just so special being able to see her up close. So I'm hoping that maybe I'll get to experience that again today. I have done this a few times. This obviously isn't technically part of my night routine, and I don't do this all the time, but sometimes if I'm lucky, I'll get to see the genet. She doesn't usually come down because she isn't as tame as the civet, but sometimes if I shine a light into the trees, I can see her eyes reflecting back at me. And it's just really cool to know she's up there watching me. She's quite scared of the civet, so that's why she doesn't usually come down, but sometimes I get to see them both at the same time. So I'll see the genet watching her from above. But yeah, I'm hoping that if I just stay here and keep quiet, that she'll come and pay me a visit. The baboons were crazy when I came out. They were screaming at me. They're probably thinking, what on earth is this girl doing? But they finally settled down, although I do hear like a little screech every now and again if I like shift or make any sudden movements. I'm also really hoping to hear the fiery necked nightjar because it's just one of my favorite sounds, and I've been hearing it quite a lot these last few nights. It's so quiet tonight though. I guess it's just because it's winter. In summer we hear so many frogs and crickets, but it's just so quiet. Which I should also be right now, otherwise she's never gonna come. So I'm gonna sit here and keep quiet and stop talking, and then maybe she will visit me. I can hear the deep rumble of elephants somewhere in the distance. I think they're at the waterhole, but that's just so special. Did you guys hear that baboon scream? He's right behind me. You're so beautiful. She's just sitting here watching me. Do I smell funny? Aww, you're so cute. It got an itchy spot right there. So I know she actually looks like a bit of a mix between a dog and a cat, but she actually belongs to a completely different family. No, don't run. Called the Viveridae family, which the genet also belongs to. So they're not felines or canines, and what's actually cool is their babies can be called kittens or pups. Hey, don't be scared. I think she hears the baboons in the background, and they're making her kind of nervous. So we actually have two in camp. This is the youngster. It's just her and I don't know if you guys can hear the baboons. It's just her and her mom. But the mom's kind of skittish, so we don't really see her very often. And she's also slightly bigger. I think she's leaving me now. She's lost interest. That was so cool, but I think I'm going to head in now because I'm absolutely freezing. And as my day comes to an end, it's funny to think that for so many of the animals outside, theirs is only just beginning. While I'm getting ready for bed, the bush comes alive in a completely different way. I can hear things moving around outside, little calls in the distance, and every now and then I catch a glimpse of something passing by. I think that's one of the things I love most about nights out here. They're a reminder that the world doesn't stop just because our day does, and maybe that's a nice way to end the day. Remembering that there's always more happening around us than we realize. Even on the most ordinary days, there are little things going on that we might completely miss if we're too busy to notice. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Good night. So this is going to be a very different, slightly unprofessional, behind the scenes type of outro. I've never really done anything like this before, but I feel like this video deserves a special mention. So I have been sitting outside for literally days and hours trying to form the civet and the genet and just get like b-roll footage of these animals. And let's just say sitting in the dark every single night in a big 5 game reserve comes with a few unexpected adventures or experiences, and one of those just happened to me 5 seconds ago. And guys, I have had the biggest heart attack of my entire life. I am traumatized. So I'm sitting here trying to form the civet. I just spotted her right in front of me, and I was standing really still because I didn't want to scare her, and it's really quiet. And I wouldn't say I'm exactly scared, but listening to hyena calls and the screams of baboons and sitting in the dark, like eventually things like that start to play on your mind a little bit. So I guess I was already kind of paranoid. I wouldn't say I'm like really scared because the house is right in front of me, but hey, you never know. There's only so much a fence can do, okay? So anyway, I was sitting there watching the civet, getting ready to kind of sneak up on her and try to form her without her running away, when I hear this grunt behind me, and my first thought was, oh, it's okay, it's the civet. And just keep in mind, this is late at night, okay? My brain isn't working properly. And then I realized it's not the civet because the civet is over there. I can actually still see her. So yeah, I hear this grunt behind me and I turn around. Guys, I had honestly a heart attack. I got such a fright. Guess who was behind me? Archibald. This big, old, not irritating. I love Archibald, but this big old baboon is literally a meter from me. I don't know what on earth he was doing. I don't know what prompted him to approach me. Baboons sleep in trees. Maybe he was just curious, but like he's just looking there like, so what are we doing? What are we looking at? And I'm just like, I'm like catching my breath. Like I was so close to screaming, but I was scared that if I screamed, he'd do something to me. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily scared of him. I've pretty much grown up alongside this baboon. Guys, baboons look creepy in the night, and it's like kind of a silhouette. And I'm still recovering. Anyway, that was a very interesting outro. This wasn't really planned. I've just been sitting outside in the dark for a very long time, and I wouldn't say I'm bored. It's actually been very lovely sitting out here, and it's been an incredible experience. I've had so much fun filming this video. But yeah, that's my interesting little outro for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, I've got to go inside now because I am absolutely freezing.
Dust motes dancing in a shaft of fading light. I trace a map of shadows from a long